is that this is a suicide mission that Kisi Jabin's OSP has embarked on. Yeah, he can pretend he has nothing to do with it, but he's the head. Okay, the one who called the policeman to arrest me.
When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend.
Month, 2 months, Mr. Speaker, when we all know too well that basic teaching of law, criminal law, tells you that bail should never be used as a form or a means of punishment.
OSP akwachi Martin Kpebu NDC na uko parliament ya NDC for ni super. Omosi ya say OSP ni yini free ho. Na MPP for say wachi obi dia amuma no ye. Wachi momo dia ye no. Omosi omo ntiase. OSP no omuma ne nye na dwuma. MPP for so omuma ne nye na dwuma. Said the warrior no a so wachi eye ba ye ye verse wuntumi ne nkofo ne ade adibia na ne ye. Adiche no wachi momo dia ne de nyini mfiri ho. Eni okọ parliament anya asem keto. Omosi etua wo yonko ho a. Omosi ya eden etua eduam. Etua wo ho dia eni etua nipam. Ensema akoso e wo parliament no.
And is that this is a suicide mission that Kisi Jabin's OSP has embarked on. Yeah, he can pretend he has nothing to do with it, but he's the head. Okay, the one who called the policeman to arrest me. He's called Seth Ablomensa. He's the chief of staff at the OSP. He's the one who directed Mr. Opoku, the policeman, to arrest me, right? And what was it? You see, earlier on in the day when I went in there, I came out to grant an interview. So when I returned, then there was a soldier. Can you imagine? We'll come to what a soldier is doing at the OSP, performing police duties. We'll leave that aside. But when I got back into the OSP, then one of the soldiers told me, and by the way, they weren't wearing name tags. They didn't have name tags, and yet they were performing police duties. And there were 2 policemen too. So one of the soldiers told me that, by you, we allowed you to park. You see, the tone we allowed you to park was like, even parking was a favor. So I didn't understand. Next time, when you come in here, we will not allow you to go out. So I retorted that, no, he has no right to curtail my rights. In any event, I'm just there to help, right? They said, come and give further information. I'm not under any investigation. I'm not a suspect. I'm not an accused person. So then I continued going. Then a colleague of his, another soldier, then shouted to me, that next time I do that, I will see. That's what I said, next time. So that kind of threat, the Ghanaian English, next time you do that, you will see. In Ghanaian English, that means he will cause me some harm. You will see. There will be consequences, even if it's not physical harm, but there will be consequences. So I turned and gave him the same answer that no, he has no right. I'm not a suspect. Even a suspect, can you do that? So I said he had no right. Then next thing I knew, he said, I'm stupid. That's what the soldier said. The soldier said, I am stupid. Oh, of course. So I turned back and told him that he's also stupid. So we exchanged a few words. And then one of my lawyers pulled me for us to go in. We went, and then, as usual, the OSP chose to present employees. When we had made it clear at the second meeting that, look, considering that almost all of my allegations are against Kisi Jabin, who is the special prosecutor, and these are his subordinates, the subordinates can't do much about their bosses. Martin, they say do that. Can you investigate, if, let's say, Mr. Nyama, your this COO? You can't investigate Mr. Nyama, much less the MD. So that's the same thing. And even before I was invited, Ghanaians had said it on various social media and private messages to me that how can OSP investigate itself? But you know me, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I thought that as long as they can do something to accommodate that to show independence, I'm willing to give the information. In any event, I'm almost done. I'm presenting the petition to the president for onward submission to the CJ. I have a lot of charges. As I'm talking to now, I have over 15 charges against Kisi Jabin. I'm not running away from this fight. So the least they shouldn't have even tried it. You don't try such a thing. You see, you don't try such a thing. It just tells you the very incompetency. My arrest and detention underscores the incompetence with which Kisi Jabin sat down and allowed Ofuriatta to run. Kisi is not up to scratch. Kisi has never been up to scratch. Because you see, How would you arrest Kpebu when I had already said it? Today is 3rd December. I mentioned on 2nd of November, you can check on the key points, that I'll be presenting a petition for his removal. So such a person like me, and you know me, once I say I'm going to do this, I'll do it. So just stay clear of. Look, I don't mind the arrest, even assuming the exchanges.
It is not about the office of the special prosecutor. It is about a culture that has crept into the investigative and law enforcement bodies in this country, where they invite you, and to quote the words of the chief whip, you appear on your own volition to assist them in investigations. Then they arrest and detain and put onerous bail conditions on you. Unfortunately, Mr. Speaker, like we say in Twi, etua onyonku mua, etua biem, etua uhumu dia, etua nipem. To wait, Mr. Speaker, when it happens to somebody and he's complaining about it, you see absolutely nothing wrong with it. When it happens to you, now you complain. So, Mr. Speaker, if he wants to invite the special prosecutor to come and answer why his friend, and today he's complaining because it is his friend, the minority leader, Osahin, has been raising this matter over and over again, that the investigative bodies are weaponizing their powers, are imposing onerous bail conditions. In fact, Mr. Speaker, in instances where you don't even expect them to detain, because you've invited a man, he has appeared, he's provided information, you know where to find him. There's no basis to detain him. We on this side, if indeed they extend that invitation, I'm not sure we will object. We won't object to it. But perhaps our advice will be that all the other investigative bodies that are being weaponized, which have been complained about, which they turn a blind eye and a blind ear to, maybe, Chief Whip, you should add it so that we can do a non-partisan, diligent job in the interest of the public. Because precedents are being set, which will not be good for our democracy going forward.
You yourself, you've indicated that you were also opposed to it. Mr. Speaker, today, the political party that opposed the establishment of the office, the member of that political party who opposed it in the 8th Parliament, today majority leader, leader of government business, in the wisdom of the Ghanaian people, they have given them a super majority. Super majority. They have majority in this house, they have a super majority. Why? What's happening? What's happening in our country, Mr. Speaker? You just made that point about allocation. And you made a point about reset and the fact that we may struggle with the reset. Too much talking. The country needs action. If you believe the office of special prosecutor is not fit for purpose, you have the majority, you call us micro-minority, we are mighty minority indeed. Repeal it. What are you waiting for? 1 year down the road, we are still being given sermons and being given lectures and being told that this office is unconstitutional. Mr. Speaker, because with the greatest of respect, one of their own was touched. Because one of their own was touched. The law, when it's respected and when it's applied fairly, works for all of us, regardless of where you find yourself. Of course, lawyer Martin Kpebu is somebody I know very well. And indeed, yesterday, Mr. Speaker, when I heard the news that he had been arrested by the Office of Special Prosecutor, I even attempted to reach out to him. But it should never be the case, Mr. Speaker, that when Wuntumi is arrested and put behind bars and told to bring bail conditions of 100 million Ghana cedis, and he stays in prison for 1 month, 2 months, Mr. Speaker, when we all know too well that basic teaching of law, criminal law, tells you that bail should never be used as a form or a means of punishment. That one, it is okay. Mr. Speaker, when OSP is still in custody today because he's been subjected to onerous and reasonable bail conditions which he cannot meet. Mr. Speaker, he's been told to satisfy a bail condition of 650 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, that one is fine. When bail should not be used as a tool of punishment. We didn't hear the majority leader. Mr. Speaker, when Paul Adumochi was arrested by the OSP, the Office of Special Prosecutor, because allegedly Paul Adumochi had been critical of the office, when he was arrested and put behind bars, Mr. Speaker, and some of us raised our voices, the majority leader's voice and the majority side was mute. Because today, it is lawyer Martin Kpebu. Mr. Speaker, when the law is applied unfairly against Wontumi, it is bad. When it's applied unfairly against Osei, it is bad. When it's applied against Paul Adumochi, it is bad. When it is applied against Martin Kpebu, Mr. Speaker, it is indeed bad. We make laws and make good laws to the best of our ability for all of us, and we respect the law for all of us. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude. Mr. Speaker, I want to conclude by indicating that what happened yesterday is a wake-up call to all of us. That when the law is applied unfairly against a citizen, it doesn't matter whether he's from the north or the south. Mr. Speaker, it doesn't matter whether he's an NDC member or an MPP member. Let us insist, that is our only safeguard, that if the Honorable Mama Yarga is suspected to have committed an offense, he should be taken through proper due process. His rights should be respected. If it is Abu Jinapo, I should be taken through due process. My rights should be respected. Mr. Speaker, that is the only way we can build a civilized, prosperous nation. That's the only way. It should not be the case that the Office of Special Prosecutor suddenly should be scrapped because Martin Kpebu is being taken through a raw deal. No.
For aha Konaba television. A free kuri Tuesday bia ya wada bia anase kwesiada ebia saa 3 days me yesi wo se meko live aye live program eye Ghana time no 7 p.m. na ye wo live, that is 2100 CAT. In 2 person who a live program now we interacting with Asia Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays at 7 p.m. Ghana time 2100 CAT. That is Central African time. Near our live our Konaba television so YouTube into fatu trim na join your page. Say be ya ubenya program ni bia hwenti kai so be like page no na me adomanos for notification. Subscribe to channel way for more update. Medase.
Hello Businyafo. Unique laser whitening mama official power official pa. Na me kai ka say this Christmas so pay products papa I touch out for amana sre amana dawase amana love forever and ever dear and one unique laser whitening product I say yeah your toothpaste no I and your mom will do what dance you using so dear I very simple the only hand say utu so na would you go or brush no so na would you treat with send so na come and your products dear any tea stains, coffee stains, smoking stains bia unique laser whitening product ebe ye nyina free so ma come so we pay a laser no so and no ni oh your gadget ne dear indeed unique I using the anything very simple all start here open use shade guide no first I put the shade guide and etros no so send a how you are improving on the treatment. You using your dinkra. We are na wafa gel no. We gel na enuni. Uchuso. O share your gel pen no krana. Which means say indeed unique. O twist no kakra. We say gel no flow through the brush. Na odi afifa. O sinisu nyina come. We are na washe train. Obi one more say be a onto me enkinkai. Onto me ready and neshe. There are instructions on how to use no picture form. Instructions on how to use the product. News and yet dinkra. It could be not toma or duffel this Christmas. Put the gel no fat or sinisuria. na wahye trade enani 15 minutes. Pepper, now we are more rings when we na come into this Christmas Eve. Young Pomodia Yento unique laser whitening product. Young Famaya Dofo na on joy, na on sre, no on love you forever and ever. Unique laser whitening or say money says so.
No bumbo here. Na me papa mu die. Pro Technologies and na me kan fama wo. Ane Pro Technologies. We are specialized in both sales and installation of CCTV cameras. Yeton esa install CCTV cameras in the Sour Ghana and NASA brochure na ufi Ghana. Now beso CCTV camera installation. We need Pro Technologies and nensa waso. We CCTV camera installation, electric fence, automated gate, access control, video doorbell. Opadia men wene ho na ne bo anso da form. Ni general construction. So pese si ufi di ma say ya bansoro. Dentia so wa sha ase na pese di ba anafe na pese sidima wo no woni en eminsa wo so ne de wo ni se ye no nyina ne wa brochima mu ha ene branch e wo Ghana na enim obra wo bre nti so sika fa ensemu a sro bia enim wo dad da e dan bi apese osi plan bia and when she saw here solar power and a bamba won sensem bia de oni Pro Technologies eminsa wo so ye smart home aba from fidie bi apese hye wo fi ana intercom e bi hujuma ene esanso interior decoration yes ufie na mawo ana wa wasi ufie na pese siesi hodoma wo se eye office ye betwa ho neat ne wo car tracker ana GPS how betimi dia track your car bibia car na nambia obetima hwe e wo phone so and we just want to fidie bi na wo ko e first install ana ne settings ye beye e dia ye Ghana office e wo Ashie Adenta Dodoa Road ye ne CBG ene di animhwe for information or WhatsApp +1 401 75 70 300 and +1 401 69 92 254. Pro Technologies. Customer satisfaction is our topmost priority. It's centered on your grace.